Money. Money.
So, Keelan, how about for you? What do you got for Money Chat today? What's going on in business or life? Or
I want to talk a little bit about life today. It's been a tough week, and I think it's important our listeners get to know that we're human beings, just like anybody else, and things happen in life. And shout out to Bob Dietz, who's my fiance's basically a father figure. Mm-hmm. Well, he's not doing so well. He might not make it. He had a tough surgery, and he's on his way out. So I don't want to be doom and gloom, but, for you, tragedy to triumph. Right? Mm-hmm. So just, give those people a hug that you love. They're not here every single day. He was an amazing man. And it really just kind of instills into you that, the people that you love are most important, and really to cherish every single moment and live in that moment, right?
Yes, yeah. When I know you and Angela are doing that and spending some of that quality time and being there with him and his last days. And the triumph of it is really being able to see, the family pulled together and to celebrate his life. And, I'm sorry for what you and Angela are going through. And I know it's really extra tough for her. And so, Angela, if you're listening to the show today, your girlfriend here, Tina, is giving a shout out to you and big hugs and kisses. And I love you bunches. So,
very sweet.
Yeah.
What about you, Tina? Let's hear what's going on your road.
Mine's some triumph aside. So we'll have a little mix of tragedy and triumph, which, by the way, for those of you that are listening, that is actually my keynote, Tragedy to Triumph, where I share my story of tragedy. And, I've triumphed, but it's because of my tragedies. And everybody has a story, and everybody is going through at some point of journey in their life tragedy, and there's always triumph that can come from that if you can get yourself in the right space. So that is my message. But I did a mother-daughter trip to Vancouver, BC, as you know, and it's so funny because we live here in beautiful Seattle, and Vancouver, BC, it's just like Seattle, but totally different. And so I was one of those, I was taking pictures of everywhere we were at, the food and the street signs, and we went to the market, took a picture of that, and we were on the water ferry, took a picture of, all of these things like you would do if you were in Seattle. So it made me just really think I'm all about embracing, being alert to the moment that I am and rejoicing and embracing all the small and special things. And I do that every day. But I have a different appreciation for where we live. And so it was a really great trip. And here's what a lesson that I got out of it that I'd like to share with you, with your loved ones, is do something really special and different, because I am 50 years old, and so I've been my mom's daughter for 50 years. And I have a really great mom, and we have a great relationship, and we do special things together, and, we spend all the holidays together with the family, and I go see her, and she sees me, and we play games, and all that cool stuff. But I've never taken a just me and her mother-daughter trip away. Mm-hmm. And those of you that are listening that have read my book, you know how special the train is to me and my mom. And so my close girlfriend and her mother and me and my mother and then her sister, we took a mother-daughter trip. And here's the lesson in to do things differently, because I have a different relationship with my mom after just spending 5 days with her in Vancouver, BC. And the reason why is because it was a special mother-daughter trip combined with something that meant a lot to both of us, the train and the experience and sleeping in the same bed in our high-rise condo, getting up and, doing the routine together with getting the special hot chocolate. And they had diners out, which we have here in Seattle, where you get special deals at fine restaurants, fancy restaurants for 3-course meal for $50-$60 or something per person. And,
Cool.
So it was just a really great experience. So I appreciate Seattle more, and I love my mom more than I thought I could from that experience of hanging out with her. So yeah.
That's so awesome.
Everybody go take your mom or your dad or your sister or your kid or whatever and do that special out of town, because your relationship, it will be something new that I haven't experienced in mine in 50 years. So there's my mini chat.
Nice. Love it.
Yeah. All righty. So on that note, coming up next, more importantly, we have an amazing guest. We're going to be talking about what does the real estate market hold for the next 6 months. Andrea Kearns with Remax Metro Realty right here at 1150 AM KKNW after the short break.